Hey guys, welcome back! Today we're making tiramisu, one of my all-time favorite Italian desserts. And not just any tiramisu, this is the mousse cake version, and honestly, it might be the best thing I've ever made. All the exact measurements are in the description, but let's just get into it. We start with a sponge. Add a pinch of salt and sugar to your eggs, and whip until the mixture gets light, pale and really fluffy. This is the step that makes or breaks a classic sponge. Don't rush it. You want the mixture thick enough that the trails from the whisk sit on the surface for a good few seconds before sinking. If you get this right, you're basically already done with the sponge. Sift in your dry ingredients in 2 batches, folding with a spatula using slow bottom to top motions each time. Once it looks smooth and there are no flour pockets, stop. Seriously, stop. Every extra fold is air you're losing. Pour the batter into a 7-inch ring or cake pan. That's 18 centimeters for my European friends. Rotate gently to spread it even and bake at 356 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for about 20 minutes. Every oven runs a little different, so check with a toothpick. It should come out clean. The top should be a nice golden color. Let it sit for 5 minutes, then get it out of the ring and onto a wire rack to cool completely. Once it's cool, wrap it in plastic and refrigerate for at least a couple of hours. This makes it so much easier to work with. You can actually make it 3 or 4 days ahead if you want to get a head start. Now for the filling. Brew yourself a really strong espresso. I do about 1 heaping teaspoon of coffee per just under half a cup of water, so around 100 milliliters. Put 1.75 ounces, that's 50 grams, of 70% dark chocolate in a bowl with some sugar. Pour about 3.5 tablespoons of hot strained coffee over it, roughly 50 milliliters, and let it sit for a minute. Then blend with an immersion blender until it's smooth. Add your bloom gelatin, I use powdered, and blend again until it's completely dissolved. The mix needs to still be hot at this point, so the gelatin melts without any lumps. Set it aside and let it cool down to room temperature. While that cools, trim your sponge. Slice it into 2 equal layers and cut both to a 6.3-inch ring, that's 16 centimeters. We baked in a 7-inch pan, so we're trimming slightly. You'll end up with 2 really clean, airy layers. Once the chocolate coffee mixture has fully cooled, whip cold heavy cream to soft peaks and fold the 2 together. One thing to be patient about here. If the chocolate mix is even a little warm, it'll knock all the air out of your cream. Wait for it to be genuinely room temp. Fold until you have a silky, glossy mousse. Line a 6.3-inch ring, 16 centimeters, with plastic wrap on the bottom and an acetate sheet around the sides. Put your first sponge layer in, soak it generously with cool, strong coffee. Pour all of the chocolate coffee mousse on top, spread it out, give it a gentle tap to get rid of air bubbles, then place the second sponge on top and soak that one too. Freeze completely, about 10 to 12 hours, or just leave it overnight. Next day, the main mousse. In a small saucepan, whisk together egg yolks, a pinch of salt and sugar. Heat milk until it's just about to boil. Don't actually let it boil. And pour it into the yolk mixture in a slow, thin stream while you keep whisking. Put it back on medium heat and stir constantly until it thickens slightly. Again, do not let it boil. Take it off the heat, add your bloomed gelatin, stir until dissolved. Add melted white chocolate, and blend with an immersion blender until completely smooth. Let it cool a bit. Whip cold heavy cream to soft peaks. Blend mascarpone into your cooled custard, then fold in the whipped cream. Honest note from my experience. My mousse came out too thick at this stage. If that happens to you, just set the bowl over a warm water bath for a minute or two and stir gently until it loosens up. Easy fix. Line an 18 cm 7-inch ring with plastic wrap and acetate on the sides. Pour all of the mascarpone mousse in first. Then take your frozen filling out of its ring, peel off all the plastic and acetate and press it gently into the mousse right in the center. Back into the freezer until it's fully frozen. Once frozen, you can finish it with chocolate velvet spray or mirror glaze. I went a different direction. I transferred mine to a cake board and let it defrost in the fridge. For the topping, I piped a cream made with mascarpone, heavy cream, powdered sugar, and a little vanilla. Basically, a classic mascarpone frosting. I used a round piping tip, 8 mm. One more honest note. I over-whipped the cream a bit here, so the piping wasn't as clean as I wanted. It genuinely did not affect the flavor at all, so don't stress if that happens to you too. Finish with a generous dusting of unsweetened cocoa powder. Classic tiramisu look, and it's perfect. This cake has everything: coffee-soaked sponge, chocolate coffee mousse, and that light mascarpone mousse on the outside. It took me 2 days, but it was so worth it. I really hope you try it. If you like this, drop a like and subscribe. And let me know in the comments. Are you going to make this?